How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a continuation of Let's Play series on Farming Simulator 22 for the mod map Lands of La Mancha. Where we last left off, we have been contracting. We are doing as much as we possibly can to get enough money to survive the winter, because guess what? Winter is coming. We have a long winter ahead of us. We've got a plan in place to be able to survive the winter, but we kind of have a problem. We don't have the equipment necessary to be able to pick the snow up off the ground and put it into our melter. That's kind of a problem. Our entire process is hinged on being able to have snow. Now, there's one piece of equipment I've really got my eyes set on right now. We can afford it, but it's gonna basically leave us with $3,000 when everything's said and done. So before December and the snow comes, because if we look at our weather map, you can see snow is coming in December. December in the first phase, second phase, third phase, there's snow. And then also in January, it's looking like January 2 is going to be snow. So we have got to have a way to be able to get the snow off the ground and be able to do stuff with it. So that means contracts and more contracts. Directly in front of us is one of the contracts. On field 62, we are able to harvest some corn. We are kind of doing a hybrid. We have the John Deere with the corn header that we are borrowing from the farmer, but we are going to use the tractor and trailer from our farm to be able to transport the corn to the farmer's market over on the southwest corner of the map. We also have a couple other contracts. We got contracts on field 2 and 76. What are they for? Sugar beets. That means more chopped sugar beets for us, hopefully, if there's enough product left over. Typically with sugar beets, just like potatoes, there's a lot of leftovers because it's such a volume crop. You get lots of volume of the product for the amount of land that you get, which might not be a bad idea to put a volume crop into one of our remaining fields. Maybe. Anyways, let's go ahead and get going because we've got to make some money. We're going to fire up this tractor. I'm sorry, this harvester. Unfold. Zoom in and see that action. Pow. There's our grain bin. And just to think, the mechanics at work here, just the mechanisms to actually make this stuff work is just amazing. All the moving parts, all the machinery and just stuff in place to just all that stuff. Like, all this exists in real life. You know, the header unfolds just like that in real life. The harvester unfolds like that, and just the think that somebody was able to, you know, create this and have it be purpose built, it's pretty cool if you think about it. So let's go ahead and fire up, and as per usual, we are going to do a couple of headlands before we get a worker going. Kind of cool, but this is the first time we've actually been up on this part of the map, field 62, right next to the lake here. So it's kind of serene, picturesque. Kind of look off into the distance beyond the lake. It's pretty sweet. We might only have to do one headland. Kind of eyeballing things right now, and doing one headland on this side would be more than enough space. Now, in field 62, you'll see there is a kind of an island where a tree is located, kind of on the eastern side of the field. So that is an instruction we're going to have to kind of be conscious of and work our way around it, but we'll be able to figure that out as time as the time comes. So we are going to kind of march on and get to working on this field. And that's typically why I don't harvest in first person view. I was getting cocky there. I was kind of feeling myself a little too much there and drove right past a few stalks. Alright, we are rapidly getting to the end of our first headland, and I think one headland's going to be enough. I don't think the trees are right up on the field or anything like that. It's where the worker is going to have any difficulties. So we're gonna give it a try. He's not going to get too far without us emptying him out. So I think the first thing we're going to do is run back to our farm, pick up the tractor, and then tractor and trailer, bring it over so they have a place to dump. And there's the end of the headland right there. Perfect. And we are gonna get lined up. Try and stay out of the tree. No, I'm not far enough over. That might be too far, but you know what? That'll be a good starting point for them. Okay. Let the worker run off. I am going to run back to the farm. Bring the tractor back. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Alright, you can see the worker right there on the top of the hill. We are gonna... Oh, we're gonna have to do a really wide turn to get this big old trailer in there. Do we have the skills? Oh yeah, look at that. Didn't require a lot of skills, but... Let's see, can I get him to unload before he takes off? No, hey, hey, get back. Get, oh, you. Workers like, psych. Well, we're gonna have to come through the corn. Keep him moving. Alright, now we'll just get out of the way. Alright, now we're going to run over to field 2. Well, we are over here and are harvesting our sugar beets. We got the little tow behind sugar beet harvester, as well as the topper on the front side of this Kloss tractor. Oof. We're going to fill up real quick in this. Real quick. Alright, well, at this point, we are going to avoid that. Alright, hire a worker, let them get to going on that. And, oh, now we've got to go in the opposite direction to field 76. Alright, with these sugar beet contracts, there's going to be a lot of running. A lot of running back and forth, a lot of emptying out. But, you know, the nice thing about these contracts is that they pay out nicely. You can see here. So field 2, I mean, not so much, only $2,000, but and then 76 is about 5.5. So not great, but they're not huge fields either. But where I'm hoping things are going to kind of make up for it is in the product that we actually get to keep. All this running back and forth, I hope, is going to be worth it, because we're going to hopefully have a lot of sugar beets, and with having a lot of sugar beets means that we will hopefully have a lot of sugar beet cut. Oh, and there's a text from the worker saying they're full. So we're going to hire a worker for this one, and we are going to which direction? There's the bridge this way. Okay. We'll see you over on the other field. Field 2, I believe. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we are going to pull up beside this worker, empty them out. So that's the unfortunate part about these harvesters, is they do not hold a lot. 6,000 liters, that's, yeah, definitely not a lot. I'm gonna just kind of pull up just a bit. Alright, now let's run to the, cornfield. Again, like I said, lots of back and forth. This episode's going to be pretty fast paced. We're going to be darting back and forth. But my hope is by the end of this episode, we will have the missing piece, the missing puzzle piece that we need for our winter survival. That's my hope. Wait for this driver to turn around and we'll get them emptied out. By the time he's done, then we're running back to 76. Alright. Now 80% I'm going to assume is field 76. We're running back there now. Alright, I said 76, but I meant 2. 2 is the one where he's getting a lot longer runs, so he's going to fill up quicker than 76. But there's 76. They're getting to 80% now. Ooh, easy on the trailer. And they're full. Now, over to 76. So yeah, you can see he's getting a lot shorter runs, from side to side, so he's gonna take a little longer before he fills up, but it's because he's doing a lot more turning around than the other one is. All right, Field 62's contract is complete. We've got over 5,000 liters of corn from that contract. Cannot complain about that. We've got to figure out something to do with it. So when we figure out what we can do with it, we will kind of go from there. But now what we need to do is drop off this trailer and then take this tractor over to uh, field 76. Yeah, 76, down there in the valley. I reached out to the owner of the equipment on field 2. What was her name again? I cannot remember off the top of my head. Field 2. Zoe Scott, yes. I talked to Miss Scott, and she was very gracious to allow us to use the use of her 2 trailers um, for the owner of the contract of Field 76, um, to kind of help out. You know, we're kind of a community around here. It's actually kind of nice that they all know each other. It's just like any other small town. You know, everybody knows each other. They know that everybody's kind of you know struggling to get things done. And she said, yeah, if you need the use of my trailers to help out, go for it. Just return them when you're done. So it's like, hey, that's fantastic. That's going to help out everybody. And the reason I'm bringing this tractor down to that particular field is that the gradient of the hills is so steep that I can barely get up the hills with a fully loaded trailer. Now, my hope, I may be proven poorly wrong, but my hope is that this tractor with the wide tires and everything will have enough grunt, enough power to not only get up the hill, but get 4 fully loaded trailers. The John Deere was struggling with just 2 trailers fully loaded, but they also have narrow tires on them, so it's not a lot of meat on them to kind of get traction. This not only has more power, it has bigger, wider tires, so hopefully it'll be able to put the power to the road and climb up those hills. We shall see. We'll check it out later once we get full trailers and kind of go from there. We'll see y'all in a bit. Alright, as you can see, here's the train of trailers. Like I said, I'm hoping between the grunt and the tires that this thing will have what it takes to pull the heavy load. This is going to be a test of the Valtra, probably the biggest test I've ever had to put it through. So let's wish us luck and see how it does. Alright, this is one of the hills that I struggled on with the small John Deere. I was towing half the capacity. Oh man, oh boy, am I gonna make it? As long as those tires don't stop spinning. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, the struggle is real. Oh, we're starting to power through it. Here we go, we're getting grip. Come on, baby. Oh, okay. I am probably going to have to do a couple of loops around the roundabout here just to build up some speed. Let's see. I don't think I'm making it up this hill. I don't think I'm gonna. Oh, man. Nope. Nope. No way. And disconnect. Alright, well, I apologize to traffic. This is all I can do. But at least I'm going 3 times faster than what I was in the John Deere. Seriously, trying to get up this hill in that John Deere with just 2 trailers, I was going 0 to 1 mile an hour, according to the speedo. Like, this is infinitely faster. I will take this any day of the week. So what I'm going to have to do is go drop these 2 trailers off, then run back, grab the 2 trailers I just left in the middle of the road. I'm sorry, you know, not a whole lot I can do. But yeah, after I drop off these 2 trailers, go and pick up the other 2 trailers, lug those up the hill. You know what? I think I can just leave these 2 trailers right here in this field here, right beside the facility. Yeah, that's what we'll have to do. Okay. Alright, perfect. So now, we go and pick up the other trailer, or the other set of trailers. Hopefully before this little convoy of vehicles get to them. They might make things difficult. Alright, y'all, moment of truth. Alright, well. I'm probably passing by those trailers and be like, what is this dude doing? Okay. Again, 2 miles an hour showing on the speedo is twice as fast as what was showing on the speedo with the John Deere's. That is a 200% increase. I mean, that's no joke. It was 0 miles per hour going up the hill. And the only reason I kept at it is because I could see the rear tires on the Rudolph trailers were continuing to move. So knowing that there's no power to those tires was a, yeah, so it was the indicator that as long as I didn't see them come to a dead stop, I was still making forward progress. But it took forever to get up that hill. I mean, absolutely forever. And I can't say I'm necessarily surprised that this thing didn't even make it up the hill with 4 fully loaded trailers carrying over 74,000 liters of sugar beets. I mean, that's tons and tons and tons of weight. That's just not going to happen with too many vehicles. Maybe if I had a semi-truck with maybe 5 to 800 horsepower, maybe I would have made it up that hill. or maybe like a near 700 horsepower Case Steiger. Who knows? All right, let's see what this will get me. So now I got to kind of hover over the button. 28%. Yeah, 28%. Okay. 51%. Okay. That got me up to 61%. There we go. Perfect. So we still have 4,000, almost 4,100 liters in this trailer, and there's still product to pull off the field. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I'm okay with this. Oh man, and it's already almost, what is that? Almost, it's 14:38, so what, 2:38? Yeah, 2:38 in the afternoon. So this day is flying by. We are making a lot of progress so far. And then I actually was looking at the contracts earlier. It looks like we have a baling contract available too. So hopefully once this is done, we can pick up that baling contract, get that done really fast. And yeah, just put that much more money into the coffers. But the nice thing is, I think that after this kind of slew of contracts, we might be able to end this episode with the purchase of the equipment that I was, the one I was wanting. I would have settled with a bucket to pick snow up off the fields. I'm sorry, fields, off the roads and in my yard. But that was certainly not the best case scenario equipment, simply because of the universality of this other set of equipment. So let's hop in this, pop that open, and we're going to check out the GPS to see. Okay, so there are a few spots where we've got to kind of clean up. Like, look at this. There's over 3,000 liters in this. So between the two, we've got over 7,000 liters between what was left over and what's currently getting dumped in. Plus, we've got several passes to make. Oh, crap. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Meant. Now let's see. You know, just these little patches and all this stuff. When it comes to potatoes and sugar beets, it's worth kind of being nitpicky and making sure the fields are fully clean. It's worth doing that for any contract that you're working on, because you're leaving product behind if you're not picking it up. But potatoes and sugar beets in particular, because they're such a high yield crop, are worth the little extra effort. Like, I can see this little line of stuff here. Push the wrong button there. And am I gonna make it? Oh ho ho, barely. And okay. Now dump this out. Look at that. 8,522 liters extra that we get to keep. That is not too shabby whatsoever. I will take that any day of the week. Or as one of my favorite movies says, I'll buy that for $1. Now, anybody out there, can you name that movie? If you can, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll give you a small hint. It's from the 80s, I believe. I'll give you another hint as well. It's from an action genre. So that's your 2 hints. That's all you get. Like I said, leave a comment with what you think the movie, what the movie title is, and we'll go from there. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to go ahead and jet back to the farm, dump this off, and then collect on those contracts, pick up the baling contract, and go from there. Alright, we are back here at the farm. We are going to go ahead and drop this off. We're going to give Miss Scott a call back and let her know that her trailers will be here at the farm. And yeah, we'll kind of go from there, because like I said, we're going to go up to the store, collect the contracts, pick up the baling equipment. That way we can complete the next contract. Oops, and we will kind of go from there. So let's pivot this around so that when she comes to pick up her equipment, it's nice and easy to pick up. And let's park our tractor. Okay. Back that up right there. Perfect. Alright, we'll see you at the shop. Okay. Let's go ahead and collect on those contracts. Bam, bam, bam. Oh man, there's a bunch of stuff here. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Let's see, we've got a hay contract here, and actually 2 hay contracts. One's going to our shipping yard, and the other's going to Johnson's Farmer Market. All right, well, heck yeah, we're definitely going to pick both of those up. Perfect. Let's see. So no weight to pick up, so all right, there. And now the cultivating is on 67. 67, 60. Okay. So we need to go this way. Again, another field that we have not been to previously, so we're starting to get more and more contracts from other farmers. Our reputation must be spreading. They must really enjoy our handiwork. But we're going to go ahead and get down there, get the worker all set up. We'll see you there. Okay, so we are approaching field 67. I believe the entrance to the field is right over here. Yeah, here we go. Come on down here. Okay, I think we're gonna start on this kind of far corner. Nope. Somewhere like this, maybe? Yeah, we'll start in this corner up here. No. Alright, well, while they're working, we've got to get working too. See y'all back at the shop. Alright, so we need to pick up our fence. Let's see. Let me take a look and see what's all linked together. So, So we've got... Okay. Yep, let's... And field 56 is right around the corner, so we'll go ahead and work on that field. Alright, mowing's done. Now we got to work on the tedding. And actually, what I tend to do first is instead of tedding first, I tend to windrow. That way it is like all inside the boundary for baling, and I don't miss out on anything. So I'm gonna hold off on here. Let's do this because for some reason the Vermeer windrower, as you might have been able to see, kind of sticks into the ground. So you kind of have to, there we go, just reset. And then perfect. And you can kind of see as I pull up to this one, you'll see the other one's like just buried. See, the wheels are just missing. Oops. So, if you reset your equipment, if you ever have that kind of stuck equipment, just go to your map, right thumbstick, and I believe it was Y. That will reset the equipment back to the start, and that fixes it. Not a big deal. So make a few laps around with this windrower just to pull everything into the center of the field. That way we're not missing any product. We get as much as we possibly can. And it also minimizes the number of passes we have to make later with the baler. Now that we've made our couple of passes, we bring the windrower in to narrow the swath. So it limits our pickup area, as you can see, but if you do it right, I'm obviously doing it wrong, you get a nice tight windrow. Look at that. Real nice. Real nice. You just need to kind of take the turns just a little bit wide to where you're kind of hovering over the windrow, and then get back onto the immediate right side of the windrow if you're going clockwise around the field. hell. Well, the tedder was able to blow a little bit into the field. Let's see, go back here. Boop, 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 boop. Some little bits I missed. There we go. Fold this away. Pick the windrower back up. see if I can actually pick up this. Oh, that's some. Yeah, got some. Okay. I will take that. Okay, now the big swath. So you can see with these extra wide swaths, that's kind of why I kick the bales out to the side. I'll reverse, turn the wheel, and kick them out to the side so that way I have an unobstructed lane to this. Otherwise, the bales will be right on top of this second half of the windrow and be impossible to pick it up. So now I'll get this last little bit. And there we go. Okay. We just finished the contract there in 56. We have 3 extra bales that we get to keep from that one. And now we've got to run over to Field 92, pick up the bales from that contract, drop them off, complete the contract, and be good to go. And with that being said, we'll meet you when everything's collected, sold, contracts are completed. We'll meet you back at the store when we collect the contracts. Sorry, distracted at the moment. Okay, so we're going to go to Field 92. We're going to pick up the bales, go and sell them off camera. Once everything is sold, we're then going to rush back to the farm, drop off these bales. Then we're going to go to the store, collect the contracts, and purchase the last bit of equipment that we need to secure our livelihoods throughout the winter. That's what we're doing. So buckle up, sit tight. We'll see y'all in a little bit. As you can see, we have 9 bales total loaded on this trailer. Means 3 of them were left over from the last contract on 56. 6 of them are fresh. We're going to drop off what we have to complete this contract, and then boogie back to the farm. We'll drop off those bales, get them all stacked up all nice and neat. Should be good to go. We'll see you when we get to the farm. Alright, we have got all the bales from the contracts back on the farm. We had a total of 5 bales that we were able to keep from those contracts. And as you can see over here, it might be getting a little dark, so let's pop on some extra lighting. There they are, right there in the back. We've got some smalls, we got a large, we got 5 mediums, and we got 2 square bales. We are racking up the hay. But now we are running to the shop as fast as we can. We got to collect these contracts. All 3 of them are done. We're going to collect them all, and then we're going to get that piece of equipment. I am so excited for this because this is actually going to help us do so much more than just worry about what's going to happen during the winter. This is going to, you know what? We're just going to go there. I will reveal it once we get there. So, hold tight. Through the magic of editing, through the magic of editing, it'll happen just about now. Alright. We're here at the shop. We are going to collect on those contracts. So check it out. Field 56, 7,317, mine. 92, 6,778, mine. And the cultivating on 67, 2,481. Bam! Look at that. We're almost to 100K, but now, the moment of truth. Alright? I don't know if I can put in drum rolls. I'd love to. But let's just do this. Oh, you know what? What's used? Okay. Nothing of huge... I mean, yeah, the Dagelman. The stone picker. Anyways. Under belt systems. The forage pickup. That's what we're looking for. This is going to be essential to our operations. As you can see, the icon for snow is just scrolling past, but this thing does so much more. This thing is amazing. We are going to go ahead and pick this, and you know what? Red'll be fine. Look at that. So why is this so amazing? This thing, whoops, don't know why I turned off my engine. This thing works like a forage wagon, except it has a pipe. So you can pick up straw, grass, all the stuff loose on the ground. Okay? That's great, number one. But it also works for bulk items, such as wheat, corn, anything off the ground this thing can pick up. That's amazing, number one. Number two, this also works as a bale chopper. You come up to any one of those bales, it'll chop them to ribbons. Now, just a word of warning though. I have found that if you use this to chop up bales, and you try and do anything else immediately after chopping bales, it doesn't want to work. I don't know if there's like some kind of script that needs to be updated or something along those lines, but anytime I've ever touched a bale and then immediately tried to do something else with this particular set of equipment, it just freaks out. Now, don't worry, you don't need to buy 2 separate pieces of forage wagon at 60 or forage pickups for $65,000 each, spending over 130 grand. I think that is actually 130 grand total. No. All you do is that if you have to use this for bale chopping, or if you use this for bale chopping, all you do is save your game, back out, come back in. That's it. That's it. When you come back in, it'll work, should work just fine. As if there was nothing wrong to begin with. So that's the only time I've ever noticed an issue with this particular mod. But other than that, it works like a charm. But what I'm going to do is do a quick demonstration of the bale chopping. And then we will go ahead and wrap up this episode. Oh, jeepers creepers. Did not put the brakes on quick enough. Okay. So, pipe out. It finds the trailer, pops it in there. Go to the forge pickup. Lower it down. Come over to the bales. And check this out. Pow. And now we have a full trailer of silage. Absolutely fantastic. This mod is probably one of, if not my favorite mod. Because not only does this allow you to, what? Oh, it just recognized another dump point, so that's fine. But not only does this mod allow you to do what we did there, but if you have a contract where straw is a byproduct from the harvesting, so you've got wheat, barley, oats, any one of those three I believe are the only ones that do straw, it lets you pick up the straw from the contracts. So that means that the next round of baling, I've got my head wrapped around baling right now. The next set of contracts that we get that is strictly producing straw, barley, oats, and wheat, we will then be able to turn around. Whoa, holy cow. We will then be able to turn around and pick up the straw directly from the field. Free straw. It's amazing. But now look at that. All that silage that was just sitting there in bale forms, that was taking up bale slots for my game, is now gone. They no longer exist, and all that silage, the 38,000 liters, is now sitting nice and cozy in my silo. How amazing is that? I absolutely adore this mod. This is one of, if not the best mods, in my opinion, so far. So I'm just going to keep slicing and dicing on these bales, because why not? Might as well not have them take up bale slots anymore. Might as well just have them, in my silo where I've got plenty of room. And then I can keep an active count as to how much literage I have in hay, in silage, in wheat. So we're going to finish doing this job, and then I think we're just going to call it an episode. Okay, now here's another 30,000 liters of hay. But what's nice about this is, I mean, yeah, it's a little bit easier to transfer bales, you know, because unless you've got like a massive trailer that's maybe unrealistic capacities, like 300,000, 400,000, however much the biggest trailer, I think 300,000 is the biggest trailer that you can have for loose products. You know, that's nothing compared to what a bale trailer can hold. In bales, you know, you figure straw is the biggest, I think, is 9,000 liters. And that's just base game volumes. I know there's a mod out there that does like 4 times the literage, which makes baling like really good at that point. But, and really diminishes the bale counts on a map. But, no, I mean, long story short, this, I lost my train of thought. What was I getting ready to say? Oh, yeah, I mean, great mod. I'll stop yakking how cool the mod is. How much literage do I have so far? So this is going to make 90,000 liters. So this, I think, is going to be the last run. I might have one more after this. But no, this will probably be the last one. Oh, no, I was wrong. By 500 liters, I was wrong. So you figure between that last contract and all the contracts I've had for hay thus far, I've gotten almost 120,000 liters. Actually, more than that. I'll have a little over 120,000 liters of hay. If I were to sell that all right this second, 120K worth of hay. What kind of prices are we seeing for hay? Oh wow! Right now, actually, we're almost to the peak. Be in February, 133. I mean, we make a decent amount, but I think the hay will come better served with other uses. We'll see how it goes. But we will chop this last bit of hay up. Well, puny 500 liters. But needless to say, our sheep's going to be in food for quite some time. Our pigs are less certain, but alright, I'm just going to try one thing here really quick. I don't know. I don't think it's going to work the way I would expect it to. So in my brain, the way that this works, this forge pickup is it takes items, goes through a bunch of blades, and throws it into your trailer. Well, this wouldn't make chopped sugar beet, would it, if I pick this up from the ground? Oh, that's right. Huh, forgot. Literally got done telling y'all that if you do bales, that it freaks it out. Well, that being said, maybe we'll find this out some other time. That being said, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Blah, blah, blah. Let's try that again, shall we? I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, follow, do all the things that the algorithms enjoy you doing. And that being said, hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.